Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Young Sheldon. This is the 6th episode of the first season. Hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, this is available for free in the link in the description below. Just clicking it, put a password in, and enjoy. So, 5 episodes in. This is the 6th. Really enjoyed it so far. Last episode, Sheldon was giving his dad some sort of tactics. He was running basic statistics about the football team and basically telling him, if you do this or run this play, you know what I mean, instead of putting it on 4th down, you should throw it or run it, and there's more statistical chance of you actually getting the next drive, the next play. There's more chance if you're here and here of them getting it and returning it and you conceding. You might as well actually go for it. And then it started to work, and then his Mima started asking him about plays and stuff like that because she was trying to put bets on. Now he realized that the more he done this, the less and less that he was focusing on school, and he actually got a B. That's not good enough for Sheldon. He went and told his mum. She's kicked off. She's got mad at everybody. No more helping anybody out. No more this, no more that. He's staying on school. He's got to go on track. A B is not good enough for our genius Sheldon. Now, interestingly, obviously, Mima, she was fuming a bit about this, and we seen her at the end in the casino, playing on the machines. But it seems like she's a bit of a gambling addict. It's someone come knocking for basically the money, and she got lucky because she actually won, and they ended up being able to collect it from the machine. But I wonder if that's going to be a deeper storyline going forward. I'm not too sure, but yeah, she definitely looks like she's a bit of a gambling problem. Honestly, she really does. But let's see today's episode. Enjoyed it so far, so hopefully the 6 is good. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
A special treat for y'all today. My dear friend and former college roommate is here from the Johnson Space Center in Houston to talk to us about our space program. How does one go on to be a fancy scientist at NASA, and the other's teaching freshman science at a public high school? Sheldon?
I was thinking that.
Hey kids, hey, glad to be here. And Hubert, the answer to your question is one of those roomies was busy studying while the other was out chasing high school girls. The first manned mission to Mars. Yeah.
Did you see the movie Aliens?
I did.
Did you think it was cool?
Sure, I enjoyed it.
Me too.
Which is, every time we launch, it costs the U.S. taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars. Yes.
If you want to save money, why don't you land the booster rockets instead of letting them drop in the ocean?
That's a cute idea, but it's not technically possible.
Why not?
It's hard to explain. The math is pretty complicated.
Perhaps I could help you with it.
Wants to know how astronauts go to the bathroom. Oh, right. See, now, during liftoff, all the astronauts wear diapers.
I wanted to prove this nincompoop wrong.
You know what, right? That's actually been proven now, is it not? Do SpaceX not do that? It's very interesting. I could be totally wrong, but do they not are they not doing something where they return their rockets from space back down and try and do safe landings? Now, I don't know if it's the compartment that they actually break off. Like I say, I'm not a science guy, so I could be talking total nonsense right now, and I don't know which part of the rocket that they return. However, yeah, when you do watch the space launch, they fire it up, and then the rocket that the people are in, they carry on going, and the rest of it kind of breaks away. Now, I'm not too sure if SpaceX's returns back to Earth or if the rocket that the people are in comes back to Earth. That's what I don't know. But they are in a position where they're trying to reuse and re-land previously launched things, where previously in the past that never happened, which I think is interesting. And it does cost hundreds of millions a year or whatever to have NASA to go obviously into space. It's pretty crazy. I think as well, obviously it's the American Space, is it the American Space Association? I mean, again, I actually don't even know what NASA physically, individually let us stand for, but the government gives them hefty funding, proper hefty funding. It's crazy. Where obviously with SpaceX, is it not like private owned? Have they not started to join with NASA and something? I don't know, but it's crazy anyway. Whatever he's just said, I feel like they're trying to do that now in present day.
So I saw a lawyer today.
Why?
I'm putting together my last will and testament.
We're gonna miss you.
I don't want to die. I've only kissed one boy so far.
What?
Relax. It was a long time ago.
Are you relaxed?
Shelley, you haven't touched your dinner.
Thinking.
About what, baby?
The optimal height to width ratio for a reusable rocket.
It's late. What are you doing up?
I'm working on the hyperbolic calculations for a rocket return.
Turn out the light and go to bed.
But,
Now.
Dad, can we afford a computer?
You do my taxes. What do you think?
Never mind.
Moon Pie, how might I help you?
How much money are you planning to leave me when you die?
Nice talking to you. That again?
I need to buy a computer so I can solve the Navier-Stokes equation.
Uh-huh. Let me see what I got in the vault. Oh, look at that. A peso.
Hello, First National Bank. I'd like to speak with a loan officer. It's regarding a second mortgage on my home. Oh, I hate old music.
I absolutely
Hello.
hate it.
Yes, you can help me, Dorothy Fitzpatrick. I'm interested in taking out a second mortgage. I'm 9 years old, why do you ask? No, the house isn't in my name. I'm 9. We've established this.
Your new buddy from school?
She's the loan officer at the First National Bank of Medford.
Why are you talking to her?
Can this wait? I'm trying to negotiate favorable terms. Hello, Dorothy? The guy from NASA treated me like a child, and I need to prove him wrong.
You are a child.
Tread lightly, my friend. To access thrust-to-weight ratios from the FTP server at the Johnson Space Center.
You know, sometimes you sound like a supervillain.
Silence! Can you take me to Radio Shack?
Not today, baby. I have to go food shopping and get dinner started.
What? Can't I just be happy? Please, Mom, you're being unfair.
Nope.
But I really need those thrust-to-weight ratios.
You see I'm cooking?
Not proud of it, but as a child, I was prone to the occasional meltdown.
I finally got him calmed down.
How'd you manage that?
Easy. Gave him a hug and a little cough syrup.
Mom?
It's not like he's operating heavy machinery.
I say no Radio Shack for at least a month.
Sounds fair.
I'll go tell him.
I'd wait and tell him tomorrow. He's a little loopy right now.
You know what? Every parent's kind of done that, haven't they? They've dipped like the dummy into like the brandy or something like that. Everybody's done it. You might moan and say, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that," but everybody's done it. And literally fast asleep in it. Honestly, now I don't know what I'd do with kids. You know, especially in today's society. Do you know what I mean? It'd be crazy. Like he said. You want to ground them, they'd be loving it. They can play on their Xbox, take it away, they've got the phone. You literally have to, like, go outside would be the punishment, which is crazy because, like, when I was a kid, go outside was all you wanted to do. And now stay inside is what everybody wants to do. And to stop a kid having fun, you got to dismantle your whole house, you know what I mean? That's to take the computer away, the phone away, the iPad away, do you know what I mean? Take all of the electronics out of the room, leave them with the bare minimum, the books, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's totally opposite. What you would deem as grounding now, when you was a kid, it was the opposite side, you know, stay in, now it's go out. You know, it's madness, honestly. It's mad how times change.
Without the ability to access the thrust-to-weight ratios, my well-intended effort to humiliate a NASA scientist ground to a halt.
What's the matter, baby? Have a tummy ache?
I think it's an ulcer.
Shelly, remember when you thought you had leprosy and it was just a patch of dry skin?
When you thought you had gout or an enlarged prostate.
Well, I've never seen this in someone so young, but your son has an ulcer. Has he been under some unusual stress lately?
Yes, she won't take me to Radio Shack.
We'll wait outside.
You're surprised I have an ulcer.
I'm surprised I don't have one.
I'll keep him off spicy foods for the time being, and I'll write you a prescription for ZANTAC. Does he smoke?
Of course not. He's 9.
I started at his age.
Sheldon, what are you doing?
I just need a minute. These things are so slow. Mom,
What?
there's something wrong with Sheldon again. I figured it out!
One night. I want to sleep one night.
Oh, hi, Mom.
With my research complete and my ulcer on the mend, all that was left to do was send my work to NASA and wait to become America's scientific sweetheart.
There's our Sheldon again.
Now what?
Those people at NASA never responded to his science stuff.
We're going to Houston.
Really?
Yeah. You and me are going to give those space monkeys a little talking.
I often found my father to be a strange and puzzling man, but at that moment, I never loved him more.
I don't see why I couldn't stay home.
Because we're having a fun family outing.
Let's go to the ostrich farm.
Cool. We can ride them and then we can eat them.
Okay?
Yes, I just hope I don't get car sick. I'll be okay. Oh God, it's on my shoes. It's on my shoes.
So what do you want to do?
No, I guess we just gotta be patient and wait. Oh, screw it.
Excuse me, sir, you can't just...
All right, here's the deal. My kid's got a damn ulcer because of you, so either you take him seriously, or you're gonna be taking me seriously.
He'll see you now.
And here, near apogee, we gimbal the engine to exert a torque that executes a pitch-over maneuver to flip the rocket by 180 degrees. So as to say, we use a PID controller to minimize the dispersions to the landing site.
Well, if the topic is science, it can be a real chatty patty.
This is groundbreaking work.
Thank you. You tried to shut me up with a patch.
Well, I give those to everyone. And you have to understand, Sheldon, that while your math is theoretically correct, we don't have the technical capability to execute it.
Right, call me when you catch up.
I've often contemplated what might have happened if my father hadn't stuck up for me that day. Would I have gone on to become a world-class theoretical physicist? Or just your average Joe six-pack theoretical physicist?
For the first time, SpaceX has
There you go.
successfully landed its Falcon 9 rocket on a drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean. SpaceX founder Elon Musk called the event an incredible milestone in the history of space.
He was in the Big Bang Theory, wasn't he, for an episode?
CNN reporters here to talk to you.
Hang on. Send him in.
That's pretty good, actually. But that's what I was saying before, though. Like, literally, you know what, right? I didn't even say it, and I hate it when I don't say it, because sometimes I feel like, because it's 20 minutes episodes, like, you can pause it too much and talk for too long. You know what I mean? So, like, you kind of pick and choose how long you have the conversation for, but we're at the end now, so I can say it. But when that book didn't get delivered, I was saying, how do you even know he got the book? You know, when I was going to go further into that and say, back in the day, whenever this was supposed to be, is it the 80s and 90s? Like, you don't really have, like, photographs, and you can't really timestamp or prove things. And, you know, just a book with your name in it that you posted in the mail, yeah, it doesn't prove that Sheldon Cooper actually done it. Like, somebody could get it and rip the front page off, and then who's to say that it's not Elon Musk's work? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm using him for the example because SpaceX done it. And basically, that was just kind of trying to show there that he was the one that intercepted his book and used his theory and proved it, and now he's getting all the plaudits for SpaceX, and it's actually words. But I was literally going to say that earlier on in the episode. I was going to say that back in the day, how could you physically prove some sort of theoretical thing is yours, or some evidence or some information, like, when you can't actually, like, nowadays I could write it, take a picture, I can screen record it, say this is me, if anybody copies it, you know, like, you've all done it, and you can factually prove that it was yours, so you could publish it online. Do you know what I mean? Sheldon's done this and this, but no computer, no photographs, no internet, nothing. You can't do that. And obviously it's shown that they've intercepted it. It was a good little twist, though, to be honest. We've seen him, Howard was obsessed with him in the Big Bang Theory, and we've seen it here as well with SpaceX. And I was right at the start of the episode. They have actually, at modern day, solved that issue that he was saying at the start. So that was very interesting as well. And again, another episode of Enjoy, six enjoyable ones. That is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, Sheldon coming up with his theory on how to re-land, you know, a broken part of a rocket after a launch. SpaceX have obviously achieved that in the future by copying Sheldon's theory, finding his book and putting it to their advantage. Now, it's interesting, isn't it? You know, something not simple to do, but something so simple in thinking, you know, it took so long to do. You know what I mean? How many rockets have been launched up into space? How many times has it broken apart and disintegrated and millions has been lost? And how many times do you reckon somebody sat down and thought, instead of wasting all these materials and all these manpower and all this money that we're spending, why can't we do something that will reverse a landing and we can reuse it again? Like, you know, has that been going on for years, or has that only just been kind of thought about and researched and completed by, you know, Elon Musk? It's mad, honestly. It really is mad. But science is crazy. Something that I don't physically fully understand, you know. I mean, I understand little concepts of it, but like the equations, how people solve it, how people think about it, the madness that you can achieve by actually going deep into it in the equations is just crazy. Honestly, it really is. But I like how the family stuck up for him today. They was all on his side. They took him to Houston, you know what I mean? Like, they wanted him to get listened to, and it turns out he was right. Now, if you're looking at it, basically he's robbed of being like a pretty much billionaire, wasn't it, by Elon Musk? If you look at it in hindsight, you know, he would have been the one in reaping in all the rewards. And I was saying there where he left before it went to this SpaceX thing, I was going to say, yeah, mate, but if that guy was there saying these calculations and his theory's correct, but we don't have, you know, the equipment or whatever to put it into practice, then surely write it down and pass it off to somebody who could, you know what I mean? That's what I was going to say, but we quickly cut, and obviously, you know, we've seen Elon Musk do it. So another interesting episode. I did enjoy it. Hopefully you guys did too. If you did, please smash like, below, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.